Hi, I'm Amy, and this is my channel, Amy's Mix of Creativity. So welcome if you're new, and if you're a person who has been with me for a while, welcome back, and I am happy to be showing some more Stamperia scrapbook books. I got these recently. I also did a video, though, a little while. It's actually did it recently, but it will be a little while back on my channel of these two Stamperia scrapbook books, Shabby Rose and House of Roses. So if you want to look at that, definitely check it out. It's probably 3 or 4 videos back. I want to keep showing varieties of different different companies and different scrapbooks, different collections, different paper pads, different flip throughs, all kinds of different things like stickers and everything. So I'm gonna hold on to the Silent Sea for a minute. This one I really bought very much because I wanted to have pictures of the beach, because I go to a beach in the summer. So that's why I chose that. I'm from Maine originally, and there are beaches in Maine, and I get to go to one every summer, so I'm very lucky about that. And this one, I chose this book, a Stamperia book, Around the World. If you're not familiar with Stamperia, they're a company from Europe. Not exactly, I think they're from Hungary, but I'm not sure. But I found them I found my first book, which was the Shabby Rose one, at a scrapbooking expo that I went to last summer, and I thought it was so cool looking. And then I'm like, wow, I love the way that they have these like pages. It's just, there's so much on them, and it's great for people that do like art journaling or junk journaling, but you can use them for cards, you can use them for any kind of paper project. Decoupage, if you do collaging of any sorts, these are great books, because they have lots of ephemera, which are these little things you can cut out. You don't have to use this whole page. For instance, you could cut out like this, down here, this cute little bike, or cut out the thing that says Bon Voyage. So they give you a lot of options in books like this, and that's why I think it's really cool, and why I want to share them and do these flip throughs and reviews of them, because it's different. It is very different, I think, than other things that are out there. So I mean, I went to Europe this summer, and I saw the Eiffel Tower in Paris, so that I wanted to get this book for that. I also saw Big Ben, and I don't know what Ferris wheel that is. It's one in Paris. I didn't see that, I don't think, but I did see the one in London. We went to Scotland and England and France and the Netherlands. Trip of a lifetime for mine and my husband's 30th wedding anniversary, also because our son was over there in Scotland study abroad for college. He's back at his college now. I miss him like crazy, but I'm keeping myself busy. I only have one kid, so that's, having him leave is instant an empty nest syndrome, right? So, oh, these are such cute little postcards there. Here's a really nice picture of Paris. Things that could be used in the water, for water, for beach, and for cruise or ship. Here we go. So this is like a vacation type of scrapbooking book, but it's all vintage and old looking. You can make like a little envelope here for the little postcard things, and you can make these into tags, and I just find it really fun and enjoyable. And getting it out there to show. I haven't been able to cut into any of these books yet, because I want to get to share them before I do that, but as soon as I can, I'm gonna start cutting. And I've said this before, but I have a brother scan and cut, and this type of thing, I could cut these apart. It's a little tight in here. I kind of wish they would leave a little more room in things like this. I think they do this so that to use up as much of the paper as possible, obviously, and they consider that you most likely would be fussy cutting with scissors. I hate fussy cutting. It's like one of my worst it's my probably biggest pet peeve about paper crafting. I don't like using scissors and cutting. That's why I got die cuts. And but with a Brother's Scan and Cut, you can scan in a page like this and then cut it apart. I'm not suggesting you get one. I mean, it is very expensive, and I don't want people to think that I'm promoting that, because believe me, I understand. I got one luckily because it was going to help with a project for my son's Eagle Scout project when he was a Boy Scout. So yeah, I needed it for that too. So hey, it worked out perfect for me to get one for my paper crafting desires, but I don't use it as much as I really wish, and I probably shouldn't admit to that, right? So here I'm going to move on. Now this is Stamperia's Silent Sea Scrapbooking, and when I saw this, I was just like, oh wow, look how cool that looks. So this one's a little different because it's not double-sided. Now I'm really happy that Stamperia has come out now with single-sided 8x8 books. This is what this is. This is an 8x8. Does it say it? Yeah, 8x8 book. Okay. It's, you know, it says it's for scrapbooking, but of course it's for junk journaling, art journaling, ATCs, card making, collaging, decoupaging, anything you can think of. Now, I mean, look at those horses. Those are just incredible looking. Looks like they look like a picture. I'm sure they were. Probably it was, you know, it's digital art. But yeah, you know, you can cut them out and use them on a card. Cut them out, use them in different ways. So because this is only single-sided, it's a little easier to cut into it, I think, because if you want something, you don't have to worry about it being, you know, messing up the other page. So I chose to do that with this one. I don't know if all of their books come with both. I think that might be a new thing that just started happening with them, with Stamperia. I think they just decided to start doing it. But you could look into that to see. So this, I just love this scene right here. I'm going to get a little closer to show that. That reminds me so much of like the coast where I grew up in Maine, with the lighthouse. And yeah, I was very lucky to have, here I'm going to center this a little better. Very lucky to grow up in such a beautiful area on the mid-coast of Maine. And I miss it. And I don't live that close to there, so it's hard for me to get there, but I love the ocean, and just seeing these pages, you know, makes me yearn for the ocean. Luckily I was there like a month ago or so, but wish I could be there more often for sure. So here's another lighthouse, very, very vintage looking, very, you know, just like really spectacular images in here. Now this, in a double-sided book, this would be the page on for the back of this. So in this instant, what you would do is if you wanted these to be double-sided, these images, you could use these as the back side. Oh, look at that. It's so cool. It's just like, you know, it's like perfect for like scenes in junk journals or art journals where you like, you know, maybe add like a fairy or, you know, like from the Marry Small Art collections that she has that I've shown. I'm going to show some more of those pretty soon too. But yeah, you have so many options with these pages. Again, you know, they are meant to cut apart. They're not, I'm not saying you can't use the whole page on like a journal or whatever. That's, you know, or scrapbooking pages. That's perfectly fine, of course, but it's also specifically for cutting out. I love that the Marry Small Art books, you know, call it, you know, pretty much they say right on the books it's cut, they're cut apart, cutouts or whatever. So, you know, for collaging and for putting onto bigger pages, or just to put in a, you know, your own journal. And when I say journal, I mean it could be, you know, just a scrapbook journal, which you get from a store, like, you know, from like a craft store or from a bookstore, or it could be like a happy planner journal. I mean, you don't, I kind of am trying to do both of those things at this point in time, because I want to be doing more art journaling for my own health and well-being. It's hard though, because I'm having a hard time getting all this stuff done with lots of things going on in my life. And, you know, it's hard for everybody. I know this is a really hard time, and I feel for people. I feel for, you know, people that I know that are having a lot of struggles. I know we're dealing with struggles in my family, our own family, so we, you know, it's important to stay grounded though and try to find something that brings you peace in your own life. I find that paper crafting does that for me. I love looking at beautiful things. And if you can, you know, I think that all hobbies, like this, let me talk about this for a minute though. These are, I think they're the size of ATC cards, which are artist trading cards, where people like make designs and then trade the, you know, trade the papers. So you have some really pretty things you could use for that to embellish, and then on the these parts, these could be on the back, so that they'll be double-sided. You just like cut them apart, make sure they're even, and tape, glue them together. Most likely the gluing is the best, or taping with like a tape runner, and then you have a double-sided paper page, double-sided card. Okay, and here you got some really cute little, these are pretty small tags, but hey, they're really, really cute looking. And some longer ones here. Love this one with the lighthouse. I love lighthouses. I don't get to see them as much as I would like to. And here's some medallions, or, you know, or just like embellishments, round circles that you can cut out easily enough. If you have a die cutting machine that has a circle, you know, find one that's a little bigger, or one that's perfect size, or, you know, even if it's a little smaller, you still get the picture. So yeah, so that's the scrapbook paper pad 8x8 inches from Stamperia, called Silent Sea. I highly recommend checking their website out, stamperia.com. It's a lot of fun. And I have some more upcoming books that I'm going to show soon. Okay, I've got 2 that are for Christmas. I already got them. And this is just a sneak peek real quick. I'm not going to go through them. I'm going to show them in another video. I'll probably show them separately because I don't have the 12x12 for the candy Christmas one, which is just, you know, so cute with all the little pinks and blues there. But I do have the 12x12 for the Owl's House, which is a little more my style and what I'm kind of into right now. And oh my goodness, look at that teddy bear. Look, with his little baby there, his little pal. Just love it. So yeah, so if you're into this type of thing, if you love scrapbooking, card making, journaling, collaging, all this stuff, and you want to find, you know, see a whole bunch of products that you can use in those, for those type of projects, then, you know, check out my other videos if you haven't already. I will be coming out with many more, hopefully soon. I had you know, the summer was tough with a whole lot of things going on, but now that the fall is quieting down, hopefully I will have a lot more on my channel soon. So stick with me and come back, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and comment if you would, because I would love to hear people's thoughts on these type of collections. I really enjoy sharing them, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye now.